crap. It's WrestleMania week and I'm ready, bro. I'm ready for WrestleMania week because this is going to be one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. For one reason and one reason only. The card is stacked, and that is going to be the topic of this video. WrestleMania 42 predictions. That card is stacked as fuck, people. It is so stacked. You're looking at the names in there. You got future Hall of Famers all around. You look left and right. You got Hall of Famers all around. God, man, I'm just so ready for this WrestleMania, man, because I think there's a lot riding on this. And WWE have no option other than to deliver. So, going through the card, I'm going to start with Saturday and then I'm going to start with Sunday. I'm going to do the full card and do my predictions on what I think is going to happen WrestleMania week. WrestleMania Saturday. Opening the show, I Show Speed, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, The Vision versus The Usos and LA Knight. Now, I'll be honest, looking at this match, I think they've actually built it quite well. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the interviews I've seen from I Show Speed, I'm talking about his streams. They've been really good. You know, and you can see Speed, you know, he gets it, you know, he understands the wrestling business. He may not know as much as like Jelly Roll or something, but you can see he has the physicality to get into it. And that's why I think this is going to be a good match, because I think everyone is capable, even though there's a celebrity in it. I'm going to go with the Usos though, and LA Knight, because I don't think, mostly because of LA Knight. Bro, this guy keeps losing, bro, and it's not even his fault. It's just that there's so many guys ahead of him on the card, and you can't look at Triple H and be like, oh, why didn't you push LA Knight? Bro, do you know how many guys are on the card? You got Trick Williams and Obafemi even coming up. You're probably going to be bigger stars than him. So, you know, it's not LA Knight's fault. He's still a good talent. But damn, like, I'll be honest. I think the Usos and LA Knight will probably win. Moving on to the unsanctioned match, Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. I thought this was built decently as well. You know, I like the physicality of it. I hope they do reveal at some stage who attacked Jacob Fatu, because you know WWE sometimes with their builds, they go past it. But I think, you know, to set the stage, you know, I think anyone for me is an acceptable winner. I don't care if it's Jacob or if it's Drew. The aim of this match is, because these matches are both on ESPN, is to bring hype and drama to the card, bro. This is about blood. This is about, we want them high tensions, and that is what the unsanctioned match is going to be. It's going to be an introduction to all those ESPN guys. Look what we can do. Look at how sick this is. We're using all these tools. We're using furniture. All of this shit. That is what an unsanctioned match needs to be. In terms of my prediction, I got Fatu. I think Fatu will win, especially looking at his promo last night on SmackDown. He put a heartfelt promo out there. He was talking about, you know, his family and all that stuff. He was in jail, obviously, and all of that. So I do think that Jacob Fatu winning would also push him forward. But Drew McIntyre winning as well would be good, because Drew McIntyre also has been taking a bit of L's lately. So if he were to take the W, I think that'd be great. And then moving on to this card. Now, they haven't announced the order of the middle to end main event card. So I'm just going to start with the tag team. Now, this has probably become the most interesting thing, because nobody actually knows who's actually in it. We know Bayley's in it. We know Lyra's in it. We know that Lash Legend and Nia are defending, and we got Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. But is Nikki Bella going to be fit for Game Time? I don't know. Now we hear reports that Paige apparently is going to come back. And guess what? I am so excited for Paige to come back. Because Paige, for me, represents everything that, for me, was exciting for a diva back in the days. She was entertaining and she was different, bro. From all the other girls, she was like this more goth character, opposed to the other blondies. So I think they were like, I think Paige for me would be a good addition, although I want her to intervene in another match. I don't want her to intervene in this match. So I'm just praying that Nikki is involved. But if we're talking about predictions for this match, talking about the build, I thought the build was horrendous, I'll be honest. They were doing the same thing every week. So essentially this match really is going to be carried off the names in the match. You got Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and hopefully the Bella Twins. I really hope Nikki is off the cast and not the cast, the ankle brace, because it just wouldn't make sense for Brie to go in it by herself without her sister. It just doesn't really make any sense. But in terms of a final prediction, because of how haywire it was, I was originally going to go for the Bella Twins to win. But now I think I'm going to go for Bailey and Lyra. I think Bailey and Lyra or Lash Legend and Nia Jax will retain. Going next through the card, we're looking at AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. Now I'm excited for this match because I'm a huge AJ Lee fan. I'm a huge Becky fan as well. I like Becky as well. I do wish they had a stipulation. The build started off kind of whack and then it got better. And I like the interviews. And I think the names in this match carry it. AJ and Becky, they're big names. So I think as a mid-card belt, it just elevates the mid-card. That's just a fact. It elevates the Intercontinental Championship. If we're talking about a winner, I'm so stuck. Because I feel like Becky's going to win because she can't have 4 losses against AJ. It's a bit wild. But if they can, I want AJ to win because I do think AJ has multiple rivalries that they haven't even touched. That she has potential matches that we haven't even touched. Whereas Becky's used to the roster. AJ's not used to this roster. So there are more clean matches. I want her to face Roxanne, But in terms of Paige, I do hope Paige returns. And I do think Paige will return. But it'll probably be in the tag team match. I'm just hoping that it is in AJ's match, and most likely she would help AJ retain. She would definitely help AJ retain, and we'd have AJ Lee win. But as of this moment, as of this time, I'm going for Becky Lynch. That's my final prediction because of the fact that Paige, and I think looking at the Nikki Bella interview, I think Nikki Bella's actually missing out. So I think Paige will be in that match, and Becky will beat AJ clean, probably. Now, on to the next. Seth Rollins vs. Gunther, the Ring General. This build, there is no build. This is just a match that WWE put together. And you know what? As much as it is still lazy, but I can't 100% blame WWE because it is what it is. You know what I mean? Things happen. These are the circumstances they've been tasked with. And I think it's just in terms of a match, technically, it's going to be a good match. It's going to be an entertaining match. So obviously Gunther has his favor. It looks like he's going to have a favor with Paul Heyman, which is why he came back to attack Seth Rollins. So I think this isn't really one that is like Gunther's going to win. You know what I mean? Gunther's going to win the match. And I think Gunther wins with interference from Braun Breaker. I think he wins with interference from Braun Breaker. And I think Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, they go and they start to feud a bit. And then you have Gunther going against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, which will be an amazing match. Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Now, in terms of build, because you know what I think? What I seek from a build is not necessarily what happened here. But I think they have done a good job into implementing the physicality in this match. And I always say female brawls are really good usually because there's that cattiness. And I think they've had a good, physically. There's been lots of confrontation physically, physical, and they've been going crazy with it. So the build is acceptable, I think. In terms of who's going to win the match, First of all, first of all, Liv Morgan, please don't come out with that theme song, bro. That music video is dusty, bro. It's dusty. I'll be honest, it's not great. And if Liv Morgan is gonna go to WrestleMania with that theme song, I don't know, man. I know she hates her old theme song, but bro, like that music video ain't it. But it's okay though, because I think Liv Morgan is going to win the Women's World Championship. I just think personally there's more. You just got more options with Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan can beef with her Judgment Day members. She can beef with Raquel. She can beef with Roxanne. She can beef with all of these women. Whereas Stephanie, I don't think, I think Stephanie was kind of rushed. I'm not saying she's bad. She's amazing as a wrestler, but as a character, she needs to be. They need to really straighten her out right now because she's a bit. They don't know what to do with her. But I think Liv Morgan's gonna win, and I'm fine with Liv Morgan winning as well. Now, going on to the worst built match, the main event, which doesn't make sense. Even saying that it's a contradiction, because how can the main event be the worst built match? I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Ari Emanuel and his gang of freaks put in Pat McAfee, bro, a D-list celebrity in this match. We're in a situation where we got Pat McAfee going blow to blow with Cody Rhodes and is Randy Orton's best friend. Really, bro? Really, bro? Is this what this company has come to? Bro, I don't even want to talk about this match because it's gonna make me angry. Because everything else on this card is acceptable except for this. This isn't acceptable. The build they've given us, it's not acceptable. It should have been Cody and Randy. Years of confrontation, years of history. They should have had a long ass build that was built on their personal legacies. But instead, Pat McAfee is gonna pretend to be The Rock. Whatever. I don't give a damn about TKO versus WWE. What I want, what I need, is a Cody Rhodes heel turn. Now I know Randy's probably gonna win, but I think the more interesting way to go in this match is a Cody heel turn and he retains the title. That's the more interesting match. But I think WWE, they don't want to do it because they're pussy scared to turn Cody heel. So we're at a situation where Randy's gonna win, and sadly he's gonna win with Pat McAfee. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Tomorrow, I will give you my WrestleMania. I'm probably gonna record it today, but tomorrow I'll record. Today I'll record and I'll give you the WrestleMania Sunday predictions. Guys, I'm so excited. I think night one is gonna be good in terms of from a wrestling standpoint. It may not have the names it does on night two, but I think on night one there's going to be a real good, on night one, there's going to be a real good wrestling dynamic between all of them. It's a stacked card. Even if you can say night two is better, it's a fucking stacked card and I'm fucking excited, bro. Let's fucking go.